Yo, yo, yo. Alright, so yo, yo, say hey if you can hear me. Say I hear me say hey. Alright, so me having earpiece. When the day I watch this, me alone matter. If I go listen what I did do, me I go just go and see anything me get three subs. Nice. That's really nice, boy. Nice one. Alright, so I go and see. Yeah, I want a whole player. And this is never telling me. Leave out. What do you mean on a train? I must not really do understand. a home player. So since where the fourth year, best thing to drop a price. That one thing. Yeah, yeah, I did. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, in the live, somebody I try to turn on the mic. So me now know. Now the earphone, so this this causes yes yeah no causes alright. Okay. Let me turn this down a little bit to half. Or this. Understand. Alright, boom. Oh, it come back up now. You can hear me? So finally name no so name it. Now me have yeah man I know so I don't need it. So we need it need jumbo. You again.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Passing is crisp and sharp. Drogba. That's a little off target. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his own...
Decent hit! Oh, he's been caught and it's come back out to him. It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Olise. And it's Muller. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Drogba. Now it's Solot. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Beckham ready to try one. Beckham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rodri. Back into the middle. Some really good ball movement. Solot! Solot! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And he's being shifted off it. And here's Coman. Coman will not want to lose it. Coman! Goal! Bayern Munich! And they get themselves in front! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Muller. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Solot. So, what can they make of this? Matheus Cunha. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Solot. Davis. Decent progress down the left. Goretzka.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now Boy. And here's Muller. Boy. Oh, that's nice. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline, 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Bayern Munich come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. And we are back on the way. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Dijk. Driven forward. Drogba looks to get on the end of this. Goretzka.
Substitution.
Pedri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Olise. Matheus Cunha. Bayern Munich perhaps contemplating their next change here. Surlot. Matheus Cunha has a shot! Just about up to 75 minutes. Matheus Cunha, and he'll shoot here! Oh, a very decent attempt. And it's Beckham. Davis. Drogba.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Olise. And it's the goalkeepers to claim.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Works it forward. Bayern Munich, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Bayern Munich can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And time is up. Bayern Munich proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
That has been cut short. Bui. Olise.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Olise. Great hit! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! Coman! Goal! Bayern Munich! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have our Matches Cunha! Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Kane. Coman. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Beckham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Kim Min-jae spots it and intercepts. Musiala. It's Kimmich. Boy. Looking for the runner. Coman! Coman! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Bayern Munich just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Upamecano with the foul.
Never know when they're beaten.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. He's had a shot! Goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, he makes finishing.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Bayern Munich head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. No changes at the interval from either side. And it's Müller. Solot. Matías Cunha. Rodri. Matías Cunha. Now it's Pedri. He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Tries to dink it through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Hits one! They've done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Bayern Munich take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Coman. Lovely feet. Beckham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Solot. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Beckham does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bayern Munich can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Coman. Beckham. Drogba might just make this. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he opts to go forward. Now it's Choupo-Moting. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Lahm. Matías Cunha. That's Solot. The referee's awarded a free kick. Quickly taken. Coman. Great ball if he can get there. Van Dijk.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one...
Ujú. Oh, this boyfriend la camisa, bro. Sí.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. That was superb goalkeeping.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Cleared without hesitation. And it's Guerrero. Spread out to the left. That's good play. Coman. Cross flung in toward. Up he goes! Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And they're back on the ball again. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Olise.
Yeah, good. Alright.
Now it's Gnabry. Now can he find a finish? And here's Müller. And the finish! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Bayern Munich have taken the lead. Decent hit! Yes, it's in!